Hey guys, it's Tara, the women's health advocate for the Unmentionables. Just want to say hi. I just finished a online class for my master's degree in public health. So I'm really happy. I'm taking a break from classes this summer to go do some field work abroad, which I'm really excited about. But this class that I just finished was really interesting. It was on the biological concepts of public health, and each week we kind of broke down different diseases. We had a week on HIV/AIDS, we had a week on diabetes. It was almost like mini medical school. And then to culminate the class, we had to write a paper on our disease of choice and kind of use the biological concepts and the pathogenicity of the disease and kind of figure out what is going on with it, and how public health can play a part in it as well. And so, of course, focusing on periods and reproductive health, I chose endometriosis, which is a disease that affects women and adolescent girls. And if you're not aware of it, it basically is almost like having your period, but outside of your uterus. So a lot of doctors call it like a retrograde menstruation. Basically, the tissue is broken down similar to a period would inside the uterus, but it's on the outside. So it actually kind of often scars a woman's body, can lead to infertility issues down the line, can be super painful. So some of the symptoms are, chronic pelvic pain, which often, goes misdiagnosed because when you start getting your period, you do have cramps, right? So a lot of times it takes about 7 years. It takes about 7 years to actually get the true diagnosis of endometriosis. And it's only true, the golden, method of diagnosing is actually looking at the laparoscopy. I'm not saying that right, but sending a tube down your body and viewing it through a video screen to kind of see the scars and the tears of all the reproductive organs. So that's the true standard of diagnosis. And this affects 176 million women and girls around the world. Like, how crazy is that? 176 million women and girls each year. Like, that is nuts. And there's no cure. They're unsure of even how it starts. Like, there's debates on the pathogenicity of it. It's really crazy. So, and I was just reading a lot of articles about that. And so my head's all in that space. So, can you imagine if you're going through this issue and you're in a refugee camp? First off, like the pain that you're suffering, and then, of course, going to any type of medical doctor is pretty impossible, right? So, let alone like for this type of issue, which a lot of times women are told to just like suck it up and deal with it. So it's pretty, really unfortunate. And I think they say that the biggest support right now can be research and education. So this is me, putting out some education knowledge on the issue. I'm curious to see if anyone has family or friends that have gone through this as well. I have a friend from school that was diagnosed with it many years ago, and it runs in her family. It is they do think there's genetic connections to it as well. So, but yeah, I just wanted to share that interesting knowledge with you guys, and you should definitely look more into it. And yeah, so there you go. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.